everybody, Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com, and I am here for your June 2014 Stampin' Gals Gone Wild. Now my theme this month is In Color Creations. Stampin' Up! Has just unveiled the brand new In Colors for the 2014 to 2016 year, and these colors are delish. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a really amazing masculine card. I know I struggle with them, and I know you do too, but I really love how this one came out. I'm going to be using one of the brand new stamp sets for this year called Traveler. And what really makes this card amazing is this little thing right here. Are you ready? I want you to check it out. Now I only got one shot at getting this right. So what the recipient's going to do is pull the tab to open the card. I know, it is amazing. And this card was actually designed by a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, a global demonstrator, and her name is Doris Crow. And she shared this with us on the Stampin' Up! Cruise, and I could not wait to come up with my own version of this little pull tab. So, on that note, let's get started. All right, the first thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to work on the base itself. Now, this is the new Stampin' Up! In color called Mossy Meadow. Very, very great masculine color, very deep green. And what we're going to do, I have scored this at 5 1/4, so it's 11 inches by 4 1/4 standard card. I've scored it in at 5 1/2, and now I'm going to show you how to do that perforation. Okay, so I'm bringing in my Stampin' Up! Trimmer, and this is the Rotary Arm Attachment. If you guys haven't seen this, it's just, oh, there we go, a little attachment that can go onto your Stampin' Up! Trimmer. So you just give this a little pull. Oh, I act like it's really hard. It's not. There we go. Now, one thing you want to do before you use the rotary arm, you can see there's a groove on one side of the mat and flat on the other. Make sure the flat side is up whenever you're using the rotary arm. This groove side is when you're using just your paper trimmer or your scoring blade. That's when you need the groove. So, flat side up, I've got that. Now, what happens in here is this little blade will just pop right out. And we have different ones. We have a little tiny wave. We have a larger scallop. We have a perforator. These are really great. Look, you can't cut yourself. There's nothing going on there, so that's awesome, right? We are going to just press that down into our rotary trimmer, and we're ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the measurements here on this side, and I am going to put that in at the 1/2 inch. Oops, let's try the 1/2 inch mark, Connie, not the 3/4. We'll go with the 1/2 inch mark right there. You're going to press this down. It's got a little spring to it, and just give it a whirl, okay? So I'm going to bring that back. So you can probably see there's my perforation there. I'm now going to slide it over to the 1 inch mark, and we're going to do it again. That is all there is to it. We are done with that. Now, we do need to create the actual little pull tab. So I'm going to come in with my paper snips, and along that perforation, I'm just going to give it a little trim, and then I'm going to miter it out. Now, I have to be honest, I didn't get to see Doris's card that she made, but she did share just this little bit about how to make this perforation thing, and I thought it was just brilliant. What a unique card, and what guy doesn't like a card with a little action to it, you know? So really great for the guys. All right, well, you know what? That's pretty much all there is to the base of a card. Now let's decorate it and make it awesome. You are going to have 2 pieces of cardstock of Crumb Cake and the Naturals Ivory. I'm going to do a little punching to my Crumb Cake before I actually start putting things together. I've got my label from Label Love, the label punch, and we are going to punch out 2 of these. All right. Let me set those off to the side. This one here, I am going to do a little stamping. I'm going to come in with the Mossy Meadow ink pad. And this is from That's the Ticket. And if you will just stamp that in the Mossy Meadow up there at the top. And then we are going to use the matching ticket duo punch. And we're going to punch that one out. You guys know how I love to punch stuff out of my paper before I go and use it. So let me set that off to the side. These pieces are now done. So we can now come in and start to work on our 2 pieces of the Naturals Ivory. Now what I want to do here, again, back with that Mossy Meadow, and from Label Love, I'm going to use the Just For You. I'm going to ink that up, and I want to stamp that here onto the right-hand side. I'm going to be punching it out and covering up that area there. And so let me go ahead now and punch that out. And then I'm going to now do some more stamping on this one here. Again, just setting all my little pieces off to the side. I'm going to come in with a Crumb Cake ink pad. And I have that fabulous world map. Did you guys buy this one when it came out last year? I actually just recently bought it. I really don't know what my delay was because it's a fabulous stamp. I'm actually going to bring in my my card base here with that perforated side down. I find one of the best ways to use this is like this. I'm just going to give this a press. Now, if you want to, if you guys prefer, if you'll hold on to that and flip it over, you can press it that way too. That also works. But that gives me a really nice image there. Now we're going to come in with these two. Whoops, get off of there. We're going to come in with these two pieces, and we're going to do this again. Well, it's a good thing I dropped the ink pad on there, right? Don't go crazy with the ink. We're actually going to do a very light image. So let's stamp. Actually, I'm going to lay that one there. We're going to lay this one here. Now, one thing you might find easier is to take a piece of paper. Oh, I can't get to mine. I kind of buried it. But you could lay a piece of paper over this so you don't get ink on your fingers. I guess I'm going to just get ink on my fingers. So, oh well. If I held my tongue just right, I might be able to flip it over, but yeah, probably not. So we're going to let that one go. But now we have some great images going on there. Now we can come in with that traveler stamp set, and let's have some fun. Again, I'm going to bring back in that Mossy Meadow. I got to look at my sample. I can't even remember what I did. I'm going to take the suitcase on this one, and we're going to stamp it here in the corner. I'm going to take this one here, and I've just pulled out a thank you. You guys probably have a ton of thank yous. Pick out your favorite. This one is from Lots of Thanks. I'm going to stamp that there. Also in this one is this really neat passport, and we're just going to kind of give that a little stamp right there at the bottom. And I do believe that is all the stamping I need to do. So we're going to go ahead and adhere these down to our Crumb Cake Cardstock so we can hide all of that. Oops, we're going to do it this, nope, we're going to do it this way. I'll get it right, you guys. Just hang with me. There we go. So yes, I will get it right. There is a method to my madness. So you can see how we're going to cover those, and now we can start to put these together. I have got my focal image, and I'm going to put it kind of up here at the top because I do have just a tiny bit more stamping I'm going to do on here. So we've got that. Now on the inside, this is kind of important. I don't want you to center it. Remember, this strip is going to be adhered down. So we need to kind of come upwards and just kind of, I'm probably about 1/4 of an inch or so, maybe about 3/4 of an inch from the top fold there. That's going to make sure I have enough room for my 1/2 inch strip that's going to go right there. Now that little ticket that you cut out, we're going to crinkle that up and kind of make it look like a worn ticket. And what's kind of funny is when you go and wrinkle it up like this, sometimes it'll naturally tear right where you want it to. So we're just going to see if we got just a little boop, just a great little tear right there. We're going to adhere this right down here next to the passport. Just, again, being careful that we're not getting down, let me put this forward, that we're not getting down in that 1/2 inch area. So make sure we're up a little high with it. So we can add our little torn ticket. That looks awesome. Okay, well the inside of our card is done. So we are going to go ahead and adhere this down. I'm going to use the Fast Fuse, and this is a brand new product. It's like sticky strip on a roll. It's awesome. Now sometimes, I will tell you, sometimes you have to give it a roll to where the sticky has started. Not a big deal. Take it nice and slow, all right? Don't get in a hurry with this one like you would with snail. When you get to the end, make sure I'm in the camera shot there, give it a flick forward, okay? And that's going to kind of help you keep that adhesive right where you need it to be. And I can see it there. I don't know if you can. I can actually see right where my next set of adhesive is going to go. All right, this stuff is super strong. We're sealing it shut. It's a done deal now, guys. That is all we got. Okay, let's go ahead and decorate a little bit more. I'm going to come back in with my Mossy Meadow. I don't know why I keep closing that ink pad. We're going to take this fabulous globe. Is this just a really great masculine card? I love it. We're going to stamp the globe down here at the bottom. Okay. And now we get to put our sentiment together. And what I'm going to do, I've got the two labels that I cut out. I'm going to cut 1.5 this way, okay, and then 1.5 going the opposite way. It is really important that we do it that way. And there is a special way that you're going to put this together. The rounded, the decorative edge, that's what we want to start with. So let's go ahead and put some snail adhesive there. And we're just going to kind of give this a little border. So those are the two pieces that I cut that give me that little border. Now I can go along this side and I can do these little pieces right here. So it's really going to balance out that little sentiment with just a little bit more love. What do you think? All right. Now, I wanted to bring in one more fun new product, and that is our satin ribbon. And this comes in the new in colors, and you guys, this thing ties like butter. I don't know if butter ties, but anyway, I just got a little piece of Scotch tape on it. It's about 3 inches of ribbon that I've just folded over, and it just kind of gives it just a little love, you know. It just needed a little something right there. So you can see we're going to be able to cover this up. Let's come in with a few Stampin' Dimensionals, and we'll get one more right here. Why not? Okay, and this is going to give that some great dimension, and we are able to cover up that little ick that we have going on there where we punched it out. And that is all there is to it. Now the recipient can just grab that tab, pull it and open. I'm not going to open this one. I can't bear to open it because, you know, now I got one all sealed and ready to go. So I'm going to bring in my other sample there so you can see. Is that just, it's going to be a great Father's Day card, or just a way to say thanks to some guy in your life, maybe a coworker who did something really nice for you, or your hubby. So I hope you guys enjoy that really fabulous card, and I hope this little pull tab technique is one that you're going to use. That rotary arm is really fantastic, and with all those different blades, you're going to get a lot of use out of that one. Guys, thanks so much for checking out Stampin' Gals Gone Wild for June 2014. I hope you're excited about the new in colors as much as I am. So we'll catch you on the next video.